mommy, community in action. What oh my, let it sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. But oh my, let it sound of that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, and let it sound of that. Look, granny, and let it sound of that. Look, granny, and let it sound of that. Learning and exploring about history, you see. Look, mommy, and let it sound of that. We confident, we practice and develop fluency. Look, daddy, and let it sound of that. Families, they bonding, they representing me. Look, granny, and let it sound of that. Look, auntie, and let it sound of that. Nice, I see, and let it sound of that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit.
Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let it sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let it sound of that. Creative, affirming, culture for me too. Look, granny, let it sound of that.
Look, Granny, I love the sound of that. Greetings, virtual villagers. How are you all doing this evening? I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're enjoying this theme song. It's something that you're going to know and grow to love, as well as this show. We are back for the second week of our fall season. So it is time for you to get your fix of literacy, culture, community, and love, the family programming that we all want and need to see. If you don't know, I am Star Armstrong. I'm the founder of Clever Communities in Action, and we are all about promoting literacy, improving literacy within the African American community. So we have a wonderful show lined up for you guys this evening. Again, like I said, you guys look to this show for that good, positive vibe that you need, the uplift for our children, the uplift for our families, a place to come and feel good and know that it is a safe space. Also, for the literacy lessons that you want, the literacy lessons that you need, as well as history, all of these things will be found here at the Virtual Village Show. So if you don't know, now you know, and make sure you tell some other people so they can know as well. So tune in, pull up with your snacks, with your loved ones, and y'all get ready for the rest of the show.
Greetings, virtual villagers. My name is Shania, and do you know what time it is? It's affirmation time! Time to remind ourselves how great we are. So everybody, repeat after me. I am smart. I have purpose. I am confident. I am valuable. My voice is worthy of being heard. I am an asset to my family, school, and community. I respect myself and I respect others. I am beautifully made inside and out. I love my beautiful hair and I love my beautiful brown skin. I am more than enough. Great job, virtual villagers. Can I get a virtual high five? Great job. And always remember how fantastic you are.
Greetings, virtual villagers. I'm Akai, and today's quote is by Malcolm X. The ability to read awoke inside me some long dormant craving to be mentally alive.
This episode of the Virtual Village Show has been brought to you by Truist. Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be difficult. At the James Allen Group, we work tirelessly to get families into homes and to get our listings sold quickly at the best price. James Allen, our principal broker, has over 30 years of experience as a realtor. As a U.S. Navy veteran, his knowledge of Hampton Roads and its community is a vital tool in meeting the home buying needs of military families. If you're ready to buy or sell your home, contact the James Allen Group at 757-449-8322. Sign up today for our free home buyer or seller seminar at jamesallengroup.com.
Hey, villagers, how are you all feeling now? I hope you all up. There it is. How you doing, Howard? So excited. I'm excited that you are here. So glad to have you here. Yes, yes, yes. We got Keisha. How are you doing? I know you are excited and proud of Shania. Yes, yes, yes. So again, you guys, Shania gets us warmed up all the time, right? Like, are you feeling beautiful? Are you feeling powerful? Are you understanding that your voice is worthy to be heard and that you are more than enough? All right, we cannot hear that enough from our little Shania, our precious Shania, getting everybody ready, like closing out your evening the right way. And these are the things that our children need to hear constantly over and over again, a mantra that we want them to repeat and know and love and internalize, okay? And us too, us grown people too, right? We need that message sometimes, a lot of times as well. So now we are moving on to our teacher segment, right? We've talked about the importance of literacy, of foundational literacy. And the wonderful thing about the Virtual Village show is we bring on different teachers with different styles, different ways in which they, put their lesson out there. How you doing, Gary? Hope all is well with you. You got to have Ruthie tuning into this. But we bring our different teachers in. And tonight, you guys, I would say we have a semi-unicorn type of thing going on here, right? If you are interested in education and if you know the intricacies when it comes to teaching Black students and edifying them, one of the things we know is that we don't have enough Black male teachers, right? That is something that everybody is working on. Well, tonight, you guys are about to get a foundational literacy lesson from a Black male teacher, all right? This is a brother who I've known for a long time, and he is dedicated, and his name is Mr. Christopher Bracey. So he is coming on tonight to give us the lesson in the style and way in which only he can do it. So everybody put your hands together for the wonderful Mr. Chris Bracey. Hey there, Chris. How are you doing?
Doing well, Star. How are you?
I am well, and I'm excited. I'm like Prince Hakeem. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm happy that you are here with me.
Happy to be invited.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, look, I just want to shout you out real quickly. I'm so proud of you with just all the things that you are doing in the field of education. We go way back, but I mean, I have just seen you make so many strides and see the respect and love that your students have for you as well as your colleagues. So, brother, just got to tell you from sister to brother, I'm so proud of you.
As I'm proud of you. Thank you, Star.
You are very, very welcome. Now, look, before we get into the lesson, because I know that's what everybody wants, but I want to ask you a few questions. Now, initially, you were a classroom teacher, right?
Correct.
For how many years?
Yeah, well, it's been over 20 years.
Wow, but you look so young. You look so young. So over 20 years, what grade or grades were you teaching?
I've taught second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and when I did my student teaching, I did preschool.
Amazing. And I was just saying to you earlier that when I sat back and thought about it, I don't think I've ever seen a Black man teaching elementary school. Like, I never witnessed it myself. I have met a few brothers who were elementary teachers, but I'd never seen it before. So I'm so excited to see you in action.
The great thing about being able to be in this position is to inspire, because I got inspired to become a teacher when we were in the AmeriCorps program, seeing Black male teachers at Young Park Elementary School.
I remember that because that's why I was like, I've seen it, but I don't think I saw him in action. But I remember that brother. I cannot remember his name. Wow. The influences were the exposure. And that's what we're all about here with Clever Communities in Action, being able to expose our children and our communities to certain things. So hopefully tonight you may be inspiring the next, Mr. Bracey coming up behind you doing their thing. So I think that is great. So as I was saying, you were in the classroom, and now what are you doing?
Library media specialist.
Wow. Yeah, you are a library media specialist. So when we talk about this unicorn thing of Black male teachers, it gets smaller now when we start talking about Black male media specialists, right?
Yes. And
so how has that transition been?
It's been a great transition, being able to purchase books for children that look like us, with characters that look like us, about stories about us, being able to display those books. We need more African American librarians, whether it be public libraries, school libraries, because our stories are stuck on the shelves and they need to be brought forth.
Invaluable, invaluable. Well, thank you so much for being that advocate and representation for our children. Definitely appreciate you for that. And I'm gonna run these comments back a little bit more. Let's see, we have Natasha Lamel. She says good evening, and we have Gary giving us the thumbs up, and Latasha Lamel is giving some hand claps, and we have Altoya here. She's saying awesome. And then Gary is tuned in. He homeschools his daughter Ruthie, who Ruthie is light years ahead. Hi there, Ruthie. I hope you are doing well. So make sure you guys stay tuned in because Mr. Bracey is about to do this lesson, and he's also going to read a wonderful story tonight. So y'all are here for Mr. Bracey. I'm going to step away. Brother, are you ready to give this lesson?
I'm ready.
All right, I love it. Well, I am going. You guys enjoy and learn.
This episode of the Virtual Village Show has been brought to you by Truist.
Good evening again. Good evening again. I'm Chris Bracey, and I'm super excited to be a part of this learning adventure. Today, we are going to say our ABCs. We're going to practice writing the letter S, say some rhyming words, learn some new sight words, and if you stay to the end, I'll read you a story. All right, boys and girls, I want you to get your pointer finger ready. We're going to sing the alphabet song together. I want you to touch the letters on your screen right down there as we sing the song. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? But I don't have to wait till next time because you just did it, right? All right, awesome job. Now what I need you to do is get a sheet of paper out, get you something to write with, because we're going to practice writing one of those letters. We're going to practice writing the letter S. And the letter S makes the S sound. So when we write it, we want to say the sound as well. We're going to start with a capital S. And we're going to make a curve and make a curve. Capital S. I'm going to try another capital S. Make a curve and another curve. And remember, the S makes what sound? That's right. These are capital S's. Now we're going to make a lowercase s. Looks the same, just smaller. Make a small curve and another small curve. S. Small curve, small curve. And give me that sound one more time. I heard you. That's correct. If your S's look like mine, great. Keep practicing. If they don't look like mine, keep practicing. Practice makes us better. Now, it is rhyme time. Do you know what rhyming words are? Rhyming words are words that have the same ending sound. I'm going to say some rhyming words, and I want you to repeat them after me. The first words that I'm going to say are wig and pig. Wig and pig. I can't hear you. Heard you that time. Good. They both end with the ig sound. Can you say that? Ig. Our next words are fan and pan. Let me hear you say it. fan and pan. And they both end with the and sound. Let me hear you. And. The next words are mat and hat. Mat and hat. Let me hear you say it. Can somebody tell me what the ending sound is for mat and hat? That's correct. At. Can everybody say at? The next words are wag and tag. Wag and tag. Let me hear you. They both end with, that's right, ag. You're getting good at this. Great job. And our last words are pop and mop. Pop and mop. Let me hear you. And they have what ending sound? Op. All right. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've done an excellent job so far. Remember, rhyming words are words that have the same ending sound. If you think that you're ready, we can go into our sight words. I'm going to say the word, and I want you to repeat after me. The first word is I. You say it. I. And I is spelled I, like the letter. Always capitalized. Let's use it in a sentence. I am hungry. You say it. I am hungry. Great job. The first word was I. The next word is you. I see you. You. Let me hear you say it. And you is spelled Y-O-U. Can you spell it? Y-O-U. Let's use it in a sentence. Can you open the door? You say it. Can you open the door? That's right. This word was you. The next word is it. You say it. It. Now let's spell it. I-T. Did you spell it too? We're going to use it in a sentence now. It is raining outside. You say the sentence. It is raining outside. The word is it. And our last word is in. You say it. In. In is spelled I-N. Let's use in a sentence. The car is in the driveway. Now you say it. The car is in the driveway. Great job, great job, great job. We've come to the end of our sight words. You have mastered this lesson today. Now I want you to stay tuned because a little bit later, I'm going to read a story for you. I hope you stick around.
That was an excellent lesson there. You did a great job, Chris. Can I get a virtual high five? I love it. I love it. So you know what? Again, I'm way too excited about this, seeing a brother in action teaching, our little ones like that. I mean, nothing to diminish sisters and Black women as teachers, but again, we just know that there is a shortage there, and being able to see that is definitely wonderful and invaluable. So you got the children up here mastering these lessons, as you said, and I think that is really, really a great thing. But I want to ask you this. Why are these foundational literacy skills important? Like, we switched up the format of what we have been doing before to include foundational literacy instruction. So tell me, from the perspective as having been a classroom teacher for over 20 years and now a media specialist, why these foundational literacy lessons are important.
It's great to have a book read to you. It's great to hear stories, but it's even better when you can read it for yourself. When you have those foundational skills and you build your literacy comprehension, you're able to explore and learn for yourself. You're able to read what you want to read, and you don't have to depend on others. So it's a freedom. It provides
Literacy is
freedom.
liberation. That's what we say around here. Literacy is liberation. Now, have you found in your field that these skills are lacking in a disproportionate amount of students?
They are. Unfortunately, nationwide, you see that African American students are scoring lower when it comes to reading skills, and then young Black men, young Black boys are scoring even lower than their female counterparts. So again, that balance. Most of the buildings that I've been able to work in, and fortunate enough to work in, have had men and women teachers in the elementary school, and it brings balance.
Definitely, definitely. And shout out to you all for all the hard work that you do. And sometimes in overly crowded classrooms, and we can just run the gamut of all the challenges that stand there sometimes. So this is why we call it a village, because it takes, what do we say? It takes a village to raise a child. So that is the home, that is the school, that is the community, that is the church, that is, the neighbors, that's everybody, because not one entity can do it alone. So I love the synergy here. I love, when the community meets the classroom to serve our babies, to serve our families as best we can. So I'm really excited about having you here. I hope that the children tuning in, the parents, the family, that everybody was edified from that lesson that you did. And we now are going to take a break. And when we come back, Mr. Bracey is going to read for you guys. So he has selected a story. So get ready for story time with Mr. Bracey. All right.
Smart kids make our world better. At Heavenly Hearts, we believe that the right foundation is key to our future leader success. With our 4 key learning principles, which are inclusive learning environment, early exposure to financial literacy, community engagement, science and technology with engineering, art, and math labs, will enrich each one of our future leaders as well as the community they are part of. In these unprecedented times, the $59 billion childcare industry has been dramatically impacted by the pandemic. Heavenly Hearts has currently implemented several advanced health and safety precautions to protect our children and staff at our current licensed facility in Chesapeake, Virginia. Our new location will continue to use advanced technology to protect our children from this and future threats to their health and safety, as our mission is to educate, empower, and equip our students with the necessary foundation to be holistically successful throughout life. We invite you to get involved. As an investor or community partner, you can help in a variety of ways. Contact Serena May at 757-254-8156.
All right. Well, today's story is I Am Positive Affirmations for Brown Boys. Now, last week, we learned that this was the front cover, this is the back cover, and this is the spine of the book. This book was written by Aisha Rodriguez. And in the beginning of the book, it says, "This book is dedicated to all of you wonderfully made brown boys. I may not know you all personally, but I support and believe in you." Now, this is a book of positive affirmations. So when I say the affirmations, I want you to repeat the affirmations after me. And we're going to say them loud and clear, like the children at the beginning of the broadcast. Amazing men have come before me. I will be one too. Following in their footsteps is something I must do. I am great. I hope you said it like you meant it. I look to history as one of my biggest teachers. I am proud of my brown complexion and my African features. I am handsome. I am happy with myself for doing the right things. Being honest, caring, and fair give me good feelings. I am kind. Doing my best in school is something I will do. Learning math and science is pretty awesome too. I am smart. I eat healthy foods and exercise a lot. I have to be good to my body. It's the only one I've got. I am important. Family and friends want me to succeed. Even those I don't know support and believe in me. I am loved. I can be president, a professor, or even own my own business. It takes a lot of hard work, but I know that I can do this. I am able. I am a reflection of God and he lives within me. I come from excellence. I will fulfill my destiny. I am thankful. I am great. I am handsome. I am kind. I am smart. I am important. I am loved. I am able. I am thankful. I am a king. At the end, it says, stand in the mirror every day and repeat all of these sentences that start with the word I am, the words I am. I want you to really believe it, just like I do. If people say things to you that are not nice, you will know in your heart that it is not true. You are amazing, and I am so proud of you. I am. Positive affirmations for brown boys.
Woo-hoo, that was a great story. Wonderful selection that you had there. And of course, you read it wonderfully. It falls right in alignment, like you said, with how we kick off the show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So is that a favorite of yours?
It is. I just picked this up from you, and as soon as I read it, I was like, this is something that we need for the library. It's
Oh,
something
yeah.
there.
And it has a counterpart for brown girls. So definitely.
We'll be getting that one too.
Yeah. It's a wonderful one. I've seen some people brought to tears by that book. So that was definitely a great selection. And again, the optics here are just wonderful, again, Mr. Bracey, because the work that I've been doing for a long time, just like you, there are a lot of times for a myriad of reasons where children are not seeing the role models that they deserve to see. So having a brother come up here and pouring into our children, and the fact that we know that you're doing that in the classroom as well, is wonderful. Let's go back to that comment by Howard. He said, way to go, Mr. Bracey. And he dropped another comment as well. He was showing Mr. Bracey some love. He says, Mr. Bracey is such an amazing example of education in action. I'm so proud to know him. Thank you, sir, for all that you do. You inspire me to try and be great. I can only imagine how much you inspire children. Yes.
Thank you, Howard.
Wonderful. And thank you all for tuning in. Altoya says, Will says hello. Gary says, Ruthie is loving it. We are so glad that Ruthie is loving it. Hi, Ruthie, again. I have not seen her in so long. I know she's a big girl now. Will is clapping and smiling. He wants to add this book to his library. Yes, that's what we want to hear. These are the comments that we want to hear. Tamara says, bright idea to share with our community. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who is tuning in. You guys make sure that you give us a share so that other people can know about this. And if you have family and friends who do not have Facebook, they can also find us on the Clever Communities in Action YouTube page. So, Mr. Bracey, listen, you guys, there's more to come, okay? There is more, because we told you literacy, culture, community, and love. So there's some culture coming. So don't you go anywhere. But Mr. Bracey, Before you leave us, was there anything that you wanted to say to the virtual villagers out there?
Well, I had something I wanted to say to you and Rodney. Thank y'all for having the idea to put this together, working hard with your staff in order to make this thing happen. A couple of months ago, this was just an idea, and now it's in the atmosphere. It's coming true. So that's great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you being a part of the team. Like, you know, we form like Voltron, right? So that's to you, to Rodney, to all the people, Jameer, Lee, the ones y'all don't see who are working hard behind the scenes, to Shania and everybody who has been a part of this team. We definitely appreciate them. And most of all, you virtual villagers who are tuned in right now, just keep telling everybody, because everybody says we want the representation, we want the positive programming, we know the foundational literacy skills are needed, and the history that's coming, okay, in the fun package, all of these things. So y'all share, so more people can know about this, okay? And Mr. Bracey will be back, so don't y'all fret, okay? We have new other teachers coming in, but Mr. Bracey and Miss Anderson will be back, okay? So thank you so much, Mr. Bracey. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank the virtual villagers.
Wonderful.
Greetings, virtual villagers. I am Jameer. I'm here to bring you today's moment in history. Black American abolitionist and writer David Walker was an outspoken critic of slavery. In 1829, he published a pamphlet, Appeal to the Colored Citizens of the World, in which he urged enslaved black people to fight for their freedom. It was one of the most radical documents of the anti-slavery movement. Walker's father was an enslaved black man, but his mother was free. Therefore, he was born free. Walker obtained an education and traveled throughout the country, witnessing the miseries of slavery and countless instances of racism. By the mid-1820s, he settled in Boston, Massachusetts. There, he became involved in the abolitionist movement and was a frequent contributor to Freedom's Journal, an anti-slavery newspaper. In the late 1820s, Walker opened a secondhand clothing store on the Boston waterfront. Through this business, he hid copies of his appeal in clothes. He then sold the clothes to sympathetic sailors who would take the pamphlets to ports in the South, where the pamphlets would be circulated. When the smuggled pamphlets began to appear in the South, the states passed laws prohibiting circulation of abolitionist literature and forbidding enslaved black people to learn to read and write. As a result, Walker was warned that his life was in danger, but he refused to flee to Canada. Soon after the warnings, his body was found on August 6, 1830, near his shop. Many believe that he had been poisoned. Walker's appeal for the enslaved to revolt was widely reprinted after his death. Although a small minority of abolitionists accepted it, most anti-slavery leaders and free black people rejected his call for violence at the time. Walker's only son, Edwin G. Walker, was elected to the Massachusetts legislature in 1866.
Greetings, virtual villagers. I'm Asia, and it's book recommendation time. Jameer told you about the fearless David Walker. There are so many brave and interesting Black Americans who fought and persisted during slavery. Today, we suggest the book Lift Your Light a Little Higher, the story of Stephen Bishop, Slave Explorer by Heather Hinton. So grab your lantern and follow the remarkable and world-famous mammoth, cave explorer Stephen Bishop as he guides you through the world's largest cave system in this remarkable homage to the resilience of human nature. You can purchase this book at your local Black-owned bookstore or visit smile.amazon.com and add Clever Communities in Action as your charity, and Amazon will donate a percentage of the price of your purchases at no cost to you.
All right, you guys. So it's been wonderful tuning in with you guys this evening. Again, Mr. Bracey did an excellent job with the lesson. Shania kicked it off so well. Mr. Bracey read that wonderful story. And Jameer always comes through with the history facts. And one thing that we want to highlight with the moments in history are people, places, and events that you do not hear about all the time, things that you may not hear about in the classroom, and definitely Black people who resisted, because we don't just focus on enslavement, but that is a part of history. And when we do focus on that, it's important to know that there were a lot of people who risked their life and limb for freedom. And those are the parts of the story that don't get told, but we must tell our own stories, okay? And we always repost the moment in history the next day. So make sure that you look out for that, and you can share those nuggets with your network. So we are always bringing people. So far, we've had Sister Gloria Richardson. We had the Black Panther Party. We had the New Journal and Guide. So it's more. Tonight was David Walker and the David Walker Appeal. We encourage you to go and look that up. And then for the book recommendation of the day, it is a book usually that is catered towards children, where if you want to have a conversation around that topic or something similar, you can purchase that children's book and begin to introduce that conversation with your child, okay? So we are making this well-rounded for you guys, the family program, and we want this to be the place that you look forward to Monday through Wednesday to tuning in. Tomorrow is Community Connection Night. So tomorrow you will see Rodney and I back up here, and we are going to have our village readers come up and read stories, okay? And then we are going to have our community connection, where one of our readers is going to talk about what's going on in the community, all right, what they're doing. And we may talk about education. We may talk about current events. We may talk about a myriad of things that affect our community. So make sure you all tune in. And if you are interested in being a village reader or a community connector, just send us a message and let us know, all right? And I see Natasha say, write our own narratives. She said, write our own narratives. Okay, sis, we hear, okay? Because it's very important, because the story that get told, the stories that get told, a lot of times they are diluted or polluted or just they're left out. So it is very important that we tell the stories that do not get told, and we tell them accurately. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. It is always my pleasure to have to tune in with you guys, all right, to bring this programming to you. It's a community in action. It is a community in action. So I feel the love that you guys are giving, and I hope you feel it from us as well. So y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.
Look, mommy, community in action. But oh my, let us sound of that. Look, daddy, there's work for me too. But oh my, let us sound of that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, let us sound of that. Look, granny, let us sound of that. Look, granny, let us sound of that. Learning and exploring about history, you see. Look, mommy, let us sound of that. We confident, we practice and develop fluency. Look, daddy, let us sound of that. Families, they bond and they representing me. Look, granny, let us sound of that. Look, I'm here, let us sound of that. Nice, I see, let us sound of that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit.
Look, mommy, give me the read in action. Well, oh my, let us sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let us sound of that.